Hello, everyone. My name is Molly Ridgway Anderson. I have a nonverbal disability in which I cannot talk, so that's why you hear Apple technology. Today, I wanted to share 2 stories about learning to overcome life's obstacles by problem solving both on a personal level and by changing the world around you. There I was, at 9 o'clock at night, the college freshman I decides to go to Walmart alone. I learned my mistake. Do not go to Walmart at night by yourself, especially if you don't charge your phone. Anyways, everything was going smoothly until I got all my groceries in the car. My phone was almost dead. I opened my car door and sat in my car. I tried to turn on my car. Nothing happens. My car wouldn't start because my car battery died. My first reaction was to text my parents with 1% battery life left, which probably wasn't the best idea because they are 5 hours away and couldn't help me. In the middle of the conversation, my phone died. Needless to say, my parents were on the other end panicking because they weren't able to do anything to help me. My phone is also my main way of communicating with people around me because most people do not know sign language. I had gotten myself in this situation and I was determined to fix it. My parents had always encouraged me to solve problems on my own. I remember sitting in my car and thinking about the best solution. I was so nervous that the employees would not understand me. So, I walked into Walmart to the cash register with sweaty palms. I made the I need to write signal so I could communicate with the cashiers. I wrote down, "Can I please have a phone charger? Could you please help me jump my car?" Thankfully, the sweet Walmart employees helped me jump my car and charge my phone so that I could text my parents that I found a solution and I got back to campus safely. Everyone on this earth has challenges we face on a daily basis, whether it is a small problem like what to wear in the morning or bigger problems like working or paying the bills. My disability is just more obvious than others. I could have just sat in my car and hoped that someone nice would have come along to help me. However, who knows how long that would have taken. The other story I want to share is another unfortunate car story that led me to advocate on a bigger scale. When I was a senior in high school, I got into a wreck and could not call 911 for help. This was my first experience where I realized that texting 911 was so important. On Student Government Day, my senior year, we got to watch a city council hearing in my hometown of Florence, Alabama. I got to speak to the city council on texting 911, visit the 911 center, and I was in the local newspaper. Well, fast forward 6 years later, I crashed again, this time into a funeral van. Thankfully, no one was hurt, although the dead guy was okay, and only the casket got dented. I still could not call 911. When I FaceTimed my husband, he could not understand me because I was crying and my signs were everywhere. A bystander, who was so sweet, and stopped to help call 911. Although many deaf and hard of hearing individuals use video relay services, I do not use it because I can hear. It is so scary when I cannot get help. When I call 911, every emergency agency truck comes because they do not know my specific need. Texting 911 can help so many people who are not able to call 911, including people who are in situations like medical emergencies, domestic violence situations, abduction, veterans who have hearing loss, the elderly, and so many more. Texting 911 can save many lives. Because of this experience, I wanted to do something on a bigger scale. I went to my local state senator and representative. They agreed to support a bill requiring text to 911 to be implemented across the state of Tennessee. It passed the Senate unanimously but got held up in the House of Representatives budget process. Although it did not pass the House, the Tennessee Emergency 911 board and I worked together and found a solution that everyone agreed on. The emergency board established a texting 911 policy, adopted by the board requiring that all 911 districts implement text to 911 by 2023. Sometimes you have to compromise in order to make a difference and work together with people who have the ability to help you reach your goals. I want to encourage you to try to push through fear and try to find a solution to your problems. Sometimes that means compromising and getting assistance from others. You never know how situations will turn out. Many times good Samaritans will come along too, like those who helped me. But you are always your own best advocate.